Hi Taurus, welcome into your general weekly reading. This is going to be for the week of December 23rd to the 29th, 2024. I feel like you are getting your life in order. This may feel very continued for a lot, but there is a feeling of you being very observant, especially when in regards to yourself, the way things are affecting you. Maybe even remembering in regards to that, you're observing your habits and how that's been or is more so at this point negatively affecting your reality, and maybe even in regards to how these some habits are positively affecting your current day reality. I do sense your skincare is working to your advantage as your complexion, your skin is glowing more so throughout the week. You're looking younger for whatever reason, if not a couple of different reasons. But I do feel as if you're going to be thinking in a very grounded, passionate manner. I desire this. How do I realistically go about acquiring it? Maybe the realistic answer is to buckle down and invest in researching, right? Applying to this or that, or reaching out to potential options, putting in more effort. But for a lot of which I feel there's at least one thing that you desire, okay? It doesn't feel like a need per se. For example, I'm getting a new relationship for my single Tauruses out there. You simply need to manifest it. But sometimes we need to remember just because you're a manifester doesn't mean you are meant to or need to imagine it, believe in it 1000%, and then see it come to be, or even co create with spirit. There are manifestations where you do need to put in other effort. You know, for example, say you're wanting to acquire a job or need to, you obviously need to apply for the job. I mean, there are times when a job can just pop up opportunity wise, right? And be gifted to you, but you get the point. Trust your intuition is now what I'm hearing. Ooh, okay, this has literally come up in all three of the readings I've done so far for the week. So don't be afraid to watch the Leo or the Libra reading, which I did yesterday. But this card coming out, speaking upon power of presence. Okay, a power struggle, that doesn't feel completely relevant for you, but the unlock your potential aspect of the card and your authenticity is huge throughout the week. People feel the truth seeping from you, and that lies within. People trust you more than ever. People want to get to know you, better understand how you've been changing, and I really feel there's a purity about you. You're very well spoken throughout the week. You're wanting to put in the effort. Again, maybe to clean up your life for a lot. Maybe to, okay, purchase this and that of importance, get something put together is what I'm hearing. But I also feel there's a lot of motivation and desire to put in the effort to create, all right? Now, this could be in regards to a hobby or two. It could be in regards to your work. I feel like for a lot, there's cleaning up and organizing and putting together, maybe reorganizing a home situation. Somebody's reorganizing their desk at work. But there is cleaning up in on different levels in different forms throughout the week. Inner Oracle, you are the channel. Deja vu, self-fulfilling prophecy. You're going to have more than one deja vu moment. And let's remember that's when you kind of have these, wow, I feel like I've already experienced this. I feel like I already said this. For some, it's going to be because you had a very predictive, vivid dream about this. And that's why it's feeling a deja vu moment. Definitely could be just what feels like a very repeated experience of some sort. It's because you're very spiritually connected and guides are working at large, is what I'm hearing. Okay. But they're just working very specifically. You're going to say something and somebody reacts exactly how they did once upon a time. Spirit speaks through a lot of people, not just you and I. But excuse me, as my voice struggles a bit. As I'm doing this on my head, very much like he's doing right here, I was being drawn to look at these two reflective images of him with his hand on his head. there are moments like this throughout the week where it's like, oh, good Lord, what is going on here? Again, you're very observant, noticing people's behaviors and maybe even the lack there of cleanliness, lack there of humility. Okay. It feels like you are noticing things you don't like per se or don't respect about certain individuals throughout this week period, maybe even surrounding it. And it's really highlighting how you are, okay, in a positive sense. You know, say for example, someone is, smelly and just not hygienic, evidently, and you notice this and it highlights why you take good care of your hygiene. Maybe even pushes you to be motivated to stay even more on top of your hygiene and self care routines. There's something about a hair change for somebody that really is working well for you. There's a confidence about you, Taurus, where you know your worth, okay? And this is more relevant than ever. You understand what you bring, you put on the table, if you will, in each and every situation, even if at times you do forget it. And I feel it's more relevant in that sense for the recent past. But if it's intertwined with your happiness and your spiciness, your fierce way of being, it reminds me of somebody at my serving job the other day because I recently shaved my head again. They very forcefully said, I had said that I think I look good with this haircut too. You know what I mean? And I do. I know I'm not showing it to you on camera, but you get the point. And he responded very quickly and said, I'm being completely honest with you. This doesn't look better than the other one. It just doesn't. And I first of all thought it was a bit rude, okay? Because he basically was saying that this one doesn't look good. I felt that very much beneath the surface with what he said. But I quickly as well combated that and was being very sassy. I was like, I know this looks good and I love it, and that's all that matters. And I strutted away. And my other coworker was like, so sassy, and whatever. It was very dramatic, but there's something about that for you where you're not afraid to, you're not holding yourself back from defending yourself, expressing the truth, your opinion. You know what you like, and that's number one as far as opinions go. All right. You are the channel. It's a very spiritual week, Taurus, where you're channeling a lot, okay? You're also absorbing people's energies for a lot, being an empath. In the midst, so cleanse your energy. In the midst of a week where the scales are balancing out for you. I'm being shown someone going like this. You're weighing out the options, okay? You're feeling out the energy of things at certain points for some. You know, I'll typically, say I'm deciding which deck to use, whether it's Oracle or Tarot. Or whether to keep one or give one away. I will hold them, and I can very clearly feel which energy is the right one. This comes through in different ways with different feelings, but typically it's the lighter one. I'm not going to want to work with a deck that has heavier energy. Not to say this one does. I love this deck that we're going to use, but you get the point. There's something about that for you. But don't be surprised when you're weighing out the options as far as a new situation, potentially, as far as, what to do next, okay? It's a very intuitive, very energy feeling kind of week where your spirituality is very much alive and flowing within your physical reality, okay? I'm not giving that message. So yeah, being someone who's very spiritually connected, you might be someone who gets downloads like myself quite consistently. Just because you receive a download doesn't mean you use it, doesn't mean you express it. You have to trust your intuition being number one on the talent list for you, the skill set list, if you will. The color blue. It feels like a peaceful week for the most part. Things obviously will at certain points affect that peace, but you need to reground yourself and proceed forward like the chill, peaceful Taurus energy that we know you truly are within. I'm hearing if someone if a Taurus isn't peaceful, and you're evidence of this in the moment, it's because something, or if not multiple things, have recently or in that moment are affecting them, and or they picked up on someone's energy, and or it's a spiritual occurrence, which is an effect. You know what I mean? So they're saying, or I'm hearing it could be in regards to the other placements or one in particular within their chart. I'm hearing if they have maybe Aries within their top 3. Anyways, or Sagittarius. I was thinking about how those are the most hyperactive kind of signs. But you are being described as a self-fulfilling prophecy. You have a destiny that is quite large, and I guarantee you don't even understand the majority of which. Obviously, some more than others. Other languages, other currencies are taking a highlight. Okay. Symbols, synchronicities are left and right throughout the week. You may even find this is a week of aha moments in the midst of, in between that deja vu energy that we're speaking upon. It's a very interesting read. Oh, this is the Animal Tarot, okay? We have the 7 of Wands because a lot is coming towards you. People are very opinionated for some reason, but people are also coming forth towards you, for a lot of which online it could be as well, or in general in person, with or through your phone, okay, text messages, phone calls, you name it. Compliments, praises, thank you, Taurus. Happy holidays. Oh, I didn't even say a very Merry Christmas and a happy holiday season to each and every one of you, regardless of what you believe in and celebrate. The 3 of Wands and the 9 of Pentacles, I feel people are paying very close attention to you. People are feeling the desire, the maybe even need, okay, for your assistance and to be entangled with you. I was getting that from this imagery right here, but they're also saying, we're forewarning you, don't get yourself into a sticky situation. There may be someone where they're reminding you to just don't associate yourself with them if you really don't have to, because they may be a hot-headed individual, untrustworthy, maybe a snake, you name it. But in the midst of this week where people are paying attention to you and heads are turning, eyes are peeled, your online content is doing well for a lot. You are feeling as if your independence is shining brighter than ever. I do it this way and it works well, okay? I don't, I work against the grain is what I'm hearing, but flow all the meanwhile. I stand proud in the fact that I'm unique in regards to how I flow and accomplish in my life. And that's also helping you, causing people to look at you, okay? And pay close attention. It feels like a week while you're extremely, again, observant and aware, maybe even hyper aware. So, you know, use that to your advantage. Don't let it work against you by overly focusing on things and whatnot. It's even, in general, I feel like people are very observant of you and maybe even hyper aware of you at certain points. But it's because at certain points, because you're very observant, that's causing other people to observe you. Very interesting. It's like I'm getting, for example, a moment where you're overly focusing on something, you're noticing something and it's intriguing you, or making you, it could be a message from spirit. It's a moment where one, if not multiple people are looking at you and wondering, what is Taurus up to in this moment? What is going on here? It doesn't feel like a bad thing. It's just one moment leads to another. What else do we have for Taurus? Language of light. They feel the need to bring this out, talking about rediscovery, humble wanderer. That's absolutely a great way to describe a Taurus energy. You're this warrior, this wanderer, explorer, that is quite humble, all right? And the word communication is absolutely being bolded because there's a lot of communication flowing to you from different avenues, and also stemming from you. If you have a moment or two throughout the week where you space out a bit, they're saying this is because Spirit's saying you need to slow your roll. All right. You need to reground yourself or maybe stop speaking for a hot second. That just happened to me. The King of Wands, the Six of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles. They're saying it's a bold week where you're needing to strut your stuff away from moments, experiences, and a situation, if need be, if you can, that is not suiting you in the moment, just maybe bringing you confrontational or sticky energy, or just bad energy. But they're really showing you the way, Spirit is, as you're showing the way to one, if not multiple other people in a very confident light. You are very passionate throughout the week, and they're saying you are ready to embracing the fact that this life that you are experiencing now as we get ready to wrap up the new year is all about new experiences, leaping into fresh opportunities and not holding yourself or allowing other aspects of life to hold you back. And they're saying, again, you're weighing things out, okay? You're feeling things out, going through what feels like a true, effective, and strategic, successful balancing act. This is going to be an amazing, kind of all over the place sort of week, all right? So I hope this was truly helpful. I'm obviously sending you a ton of love and light. I'll see you in the next read.